Every year, you renew your business insurance quietly, automatically, maybe even reluctantly. You suspect you're overpaying. You feel underserved, and yet you do nothing. Why is that? In my experience, it's because you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to ask tough questions or request your loss runs or, God forbid, fire your broker. You don't want the drama, the hurt feelings, or the confrontation. Does that sound familiar? But if you're doing that, you're actually putting your business at risk just to avoid an uncomfortable conversation. You wouldn't let an employee underperform for years without addressing it, right? Then why do so many business owners stay silent with their insurance broker, even when they may feel overcharged, underserved, and worse, uncertain? Here's the truth. Avoiding that confrontation isn't just awkward, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Coyle. Welcome to my channel where we talk about the risk and insurance issues on the minds of business owners. As an expert business insurance broker, these videos are intended to help guide and educate decision makers to help make you a more informed insurance buyer. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. All right, so let's get into it. I bet you don't love your insurance broker. Very few people do. But maybe the service is mediocre, maybe your premiums are sky high, or maybe you just have a hunch that something isn't right, but you haven't said anything. You've let these feelings slide renewal after renewal. Why does it happen? Because the thought of a confrontation makes you cringe. You'd rather worry in silence than risk that awkward fallout. And quite frankly, you don't know if a better alternative exists, or if you have the time to go through the painful shopping process, you may end up right back at square one with crappy service or loads of question marks. This is more common than you think. Business owners want to avoid the drama. They want to avoid tipping off their current broker, and they absolutely don't want to rock the boat. But here's the problem. Procrastination in this area can be costly, very costly. I've witnessed it hundreds of times throughout my career, which is why we've developed a unique solution that I'll discuss in just a minute. What I have seen are issues like clients carrying outdated property values that would torpedo their claim settlements. You could be missing cyber or EPLI coverage, or worse, relying on really bare bones endorsements that barely cover anything. I also often see umbrella policies that don't provide excess protection over all of the underlying exposures like they should. Or your risk management program may be fragmented across multiple brokers and insurers, creating a real mess. The bottom line is that almost all insurance programs we review contain at least one fatal mistake, often due to complacency, a lack of attention to details, poor communication, or plainly just a lack of expertise in the insurance business. The larger your business, the bigger the risk of blind spots like these. And here's the kicker. Improving coverage doesn't necessarily mean your costs are going to explode. That's a myth. Here's where our confidential risk review process comes in. We offer business owners a behind-the-scenes, no-obligation review of their insurance program. We examine how well coverage is structured, we identify what's missing, pinpoint areas for improvement, and assess the competitiveness of your pricing. The good news is that we do all of this without alerting your current broker. No disruption, no drama. You get a clear picture of the protection you have and the options you can secure moving forward. This gives you greater confidence and peace of mind without breaking the bank or disrupting your existing relationship. If you like what you hear, we handle the transition for you. We inform your current broker that you've moved on so you don't have to. It's seamless and painless. Here's a real-life example. We recently worked with a manufacturer who had been with the same broker for 14 or 15 years. Their business income coverage was undercalculated by 50%, and they had no cyber protection. Through our confidential review process, we uncovered these gaps and others, fixed them, and brought everything under one cohesive strategy. No price spike, no confrontation, just better protection. If you're feeling stuck with your current insurance setup, but dread the confrontation, let us help. Procrastinating only puts your business deeper at risk. I'm not asking you to switch today. I'm asking you to take the first step so you're assured of your protection. Want to learn more or get started on our confidential review? Our contact info is in the description box below. Reach out and let's get started. You really have nothing to lose and everything to gain and protect. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks.